Jeff from Uganda. I want to take us through the route for the virtual race that is due to take place organized by True Impact Ministries, and this is going to be a fundraiser whereby we purpose to raise funds to support the children, the families and the schools that we work with in Mityana and in Uganda in general, and the funds will be channeled towards Hoffman Home in Buyikwe, Emmanuel Children's Home in Mayuge, Salem Children's Center, Mityana, Maranatha, Mityana, and Truth Christian School in Ruengo. In total, all the centers have close to 200 beneficiaries, and the funds will be channeled towards supporting them due to the pandemic, because as we are all aware, not even most, but all the schools here in Uganda are closed since somewhere 20th February up to date, and we are not sure if we are having the schools opened anytime soon. Even some parents have not yet resumed their work, meaning that they are still affected, they are still locked up in their homes, and we even at a point where we think that the pandemic is just getting to its highest point, because in the initial stages we didn't have many cases of COVID-19, but as I speak right now we have over 60 people who have died because of the pandemic, and the people affected by the virus, and now they are over 5,000. So as I said earlier, we are going to start the race. I'm with my colleague Margaret. She's our True Impact Uganda accountant. So as I'm going to be doing the driving, she's going to be doing the videotaping. So I pray that this will help and enjoy the ride. So we start. This is our starting point. We're ready to move. So for those who have been to Uganda, this is the road that takes us to Maranatha, where Pastor Patrick and Eva have their project under the Maranatha title. It's a bumpy road, so I just pray that you bear with us. So as we are driving down to Maranatha, I'm sorry, I'm making a reverse to give you a glimpse of what is happening here. A project by one of our beneficiaries. She's just on the roadside. She's a beneficiary under the sponsored families, and her name is Ruth. Sorry, her name is Sylvia, and she's just on the roadside with a baby. As you see, she's that lady just looking at us and smiling. She's with her baby, and that is her stall.
Yeah.
She's trying to do some work through the pandemic to survive with her kids. So she's one of our beneficiaries. She's been in the project for, I think now 4 years, and all her children go to Maranatha Primary School, where they are sponsored. She's a lady, she's a around 34. She's HIV positive. So the road on our right is the road that takes us to Maranatha Integrated Schools Project.
I don't know if they can see the poster for the school. Just panning. Oh, I don't know if you'll see it. But that with blue and white, that's the signpost of the school. We'll see it when we come back. So exactly, Jeff, how many kilometers are we covering while driving?
We intend to cover around 5 kilometers. So as you see on the road, people are trying to get back to the, I would say, new normal. Some are carrying some items from their gardens. Borders on the road. At least now they have just been allowed to carry passengers. Initially they were only allowed to carry packages and deliver packages to people's homes, but they were never allowed to carry passengers. And they were really affected because they would hardly earn something to eat. Actually, the pandemic made transport or movement of people in Uganda very difficult. That if one needed to be out of their homes, they had to walk to wherever they wanted to go or use bicycles. It was to the advantage of those who had motorbikes, that they would ride their motorbikes, but they were not allowed to carry passengers. So, as we said earlier, the schools here are closed since somewhere 20th February and 20th March, sorry. And just on our left here is a school. It is a school. So actually currently schools are used as grazing places for animals like cows and goats. So this same road takes us to Nkonya. Those who have been here, you might be familiar with this road. It takes us to Nkonya, one of Pastor Patrick and Eva Walusimbi projects.
They might be wondering why they are not seeing cars. Transport means, I think, here is motorbikes and bicycles. Right now, since there isn't much they can do, that's why you see that the road is literally with nothing. There is a guy from the garden there carrying his load. So that's the best work we can do. As you see on the roadside, it's mainly trees, eucalyptus trees, gardens, because most of the families here, they are subsistence farmers. Is that the right word? Yeah. So this is it, riding down driving through this virtual race. But we appreciate all your endeavors and pray that God richly blesses you.